get in our way and you're gonna regret it.
When someone talks to me like that, it kind of pisses me off and I want to resist even more. Hey, give me that sword on your back, will you?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? How y'all feeling? How y'all living? How y'all doing out there? Welcome back to the New Genesis Productions Real Talk Podcast. Episode 5. Let's get it. Let's go. We in here. So look, last time I talked to y'all about the concept of autopilot. It's a concept from my upcoming EP, Lost Focus. The Lost Focus EP is coming out soon, man. This later on this year, and we really trying to get into it and flesh out these ideas. And I'm sharing these ideas that I'm coming up with y'all. And so, like last time, we talked about the concept of autopilot, the concept of the feeling of being, you just in the moment, but you're not actually there. The feeling of just letting your mind just take over, and you might snap back into consciousness at a later time. It's what they call it, an altered state of consciousness. And that's what we've been really looking at, what I've been looking at as far as this lost focus feeling is how I describe it, this altered state of consciousness. And today I want to talk to y'all more so about mindlessness. It's a concept I've been thinking about too. Just like autopilot is a state of altered consciousness, a state of not necessarily being completely aware or being completely conscious. This state of mindlessness, as I like to call it, as I'm calling it, is what I think of being not fully aware of your surroundings and not fully aware of yourself in that sense. A lot of people talk about these days mindfulness, talking about being focused, talking about staying focused and being completely aware of everything that's going on, like talking about meditation, talking about that state of being ultra aware. But I want to talk to y'all more so this feeling of mindlessness, this feeling of not being there, this feeling of just letting your mind wander in a sense, and meditation is a part of that too. Mindlessness is a part of meditation too. But, a lot of people talk about the focus part, and not too many people talk about just the ease and relaxation of just letting your mind just drift off and do its own thing. Mindlessness is what I consider being totally, and not even necessarily totally, but being an unaware and unconscious kind of. You might be conscious completely, 100%, but your consciousness isn't necessarily at the forefront of your brain. And that's what I want to talk about with this concept of mindlessness, man. And I want to throw this back to y'all. What do y'all think mindlessness is? What would y'all consider mindlessness to be? How would y'all define mindlessness? Talk to me. Let me know. I really want to flesh out this idea, this concept, so I can put it onto the EP. Maybe. Who knows if it's going to make it. But, I'm just talking to y'all about these concepts of losing focus, these concepts of and themes of what it's like to not be focused, what it's like to be lost in focus, what it's like to just be lost mentally and not be there 100% aware, and to not be in a full state of consciousness, in a full state of awareness. That's what I would consider the title Lost Focus to be. The emotion I put behind the title, the feeling I had when I was thinking of the title was this feeling of not being aware, this feeling of just being lost in your own thoughts, but not necessarily overthinking. More so the feeling of just drifting away into, la la land, just not being totally aware of everything that's going on around you, but at the same time, not being completely unaware. You feel me? And so that's what I wanted to talk to y'all about today. This concept of mindlessness. Again, I consider it to be a state of altered consciousness where you're not necessarily thinking anything. You know, you're mindless. You're like a zombie. You know, you're not thinking. There's no thoughts going through your brain. You're completely blank. Nothing's passing through you. You're not thinking about nothing. But at the same time, you're not necessarily gone. You're not asleep. You know, you're not an autopilot even. You're just there and nothing's going on. So that's the thing I want to come to y'all today with, man. It's your boy New Genesis. Lost Focus EP coming on the way. Anything else coming on the way. Lost Focus coming out later on this year, man. Y'all check it out. Keep it popping, keep it lit. Stay tuned to the channel because we gonna get it popping over here. You already know. Come on, let's go. I'll catch y'all later. Deuces.